Hey guys, Miss Marcus here, and as you can see, we're back with some Master League today, Atlético Madrid. But one of the most ridiculous things about this particular episode is there's 3 matches for you, all against Granada CF, because we're facing them in the League Cup, in the Copa del Rey at the current moment, and then we're going to be facing them in the league at the end of the episode. So there's 2 matches against them in the Copa del Rey, and then 1 against them in the Liga BBVA. But one of the best things about this particular episode is we're into January now, and I'm not going to bother showing you the actual who I actually bought and stuff like that, because the only players we end up getting are Max Meyer, Adrian Rabiot, Paco Alcacer actually plays in this particular match. And then we end up going out and buying a new right back in Kyle Walker from Tottenham Hotspur, because I just could not find another right back who was worth actually buying. Everyone else was rated still 70, all the younger players were rated 21 and stuff were rated 70, and then Kyle Walker's rated 83 at 26 years old or whatever. So I decided to buy him. I only paid 5 million for him as well, so that was pretty decent. And basically I went out and also got Bruma, the Portuguese player, who was really good for me when I was playing with Portugal. But in the 52nd minute of the match, or basically the first opportunity in the actual match, came to Paco Alcacer of all people, and he popped in the back of the net to score his first goal for the club, which was pretty good for him, to be honest. But in the 78th minute of the match, they do get an opportunity down this left-hand side, going up against Juanfran. I hadn't actually bought Kyle Walker by this point; he was still in negotiations. And Oblak just didn't even have the ball making the save, because it was just a horrendous opportunity by the player. But in the last minutes of the match, Griezmann gets an opportunity, he takes the opportunity and it hits flying off the post. And from that, they don't really get forward, to be honest. Miranda does a pretty good job of defending, and then it comes to nothing. So at the half-time mark in the Copa del Rey, we're 1-0 up, and we're going into the second match against them now, as you can see here. But like I was saying, Oblak still has his crazy red form thing, as you see Bruma and Kyle Walker are there. Kyle Walker, I think, he gets his first match in this particular match, as well as Bruma. But Oblak still has his crazy red form thing, which is just never going to go away. Well, it will go away eventually, because he won't succeed in doing it, because of the fact that I just don't get attacked enough. I'd have to go up against someone like Real Madrid or Barcelona, where the player's going to get 2 or 3 good shots away, and then he's going to actually save the opportunity to get the man of the match, because you have to get a man of the match or a rating above 7. So that doesn't really happen much for goalkeepers anyway, unless I do it and make him score every single goal, which is just not really likely. I mean, if I was playing online or something, I could potentially do it, because every single penalty I get, I'll just make a goalie take it. Goalie takes the penalty, ends up scoring a goal, gets a 7.5 rating because he scores 2 penalties and then saves, has a clean sheet as well. So if I had that opportunity, I would do it, but again, I don't get that opportunity often to get penalties anyway. So in this particular second leg against Granada, we played the likes of Max Meyer and Mario Suarez. We changed up our team a little bit, because we wanted to test out other players. But in the 42nd minute of the match, Griezmann on the ball, plays it into Gignac. Gignac waits for Bruma to make a run, doesn't really come to anything. Bruma's actually the fastest player in the game at this moment, literally is the fastest player in the game. He has the speed rating of 100, and he has an acceleration of 99 and top speed of 99. So fastest player in the game, and I got him for free. You can't really complain there. But really, these matches against Granada, and particularly in the Copa del Rey, were not particularly that exciting, as you see here. That's why this episode is only 6 minutes long, because of the fact that literally nothing happens in the first 2 matches of this episode. We end up going into the 4th round of the Copa del Rey with a 1-0 win over Granada on aggregate, and in the next round we were going up against, I think it's Almeria. So nothing really too exciting, but we do of course still have to face Real Madrid or Barcelona if we're going to go on to win the Copa del Rey. So going into the last match of this particular episode, and it is again against Granada, but this time I tried to play my strongest team possible, so no keeping people out and stuff like that. So I was sort of just trying to get the bench down properly, so putting the likes of Max Meyer on the bench instead of Gabby and stuff like that. Some players are a bit too old for my team and stuff like that. So it was always interesting to see going up against someone 3 times in a row, and sort of seeing if I could actually do it and beat them quite comfortably 3 times. To be honest, the first match wasn't really that comfortable. Second match was boring like hell, because they didn't have really any shots. And this particularly third match, we sort of go out of our way to go and destroy them, because we sort of maybe deserve to destroy them. So with that logic, of course, we're playing at home again, and we go and kick off, because of course we're the home side, and Vicente Calderon And basically from the kickoff, it just run down the left hand side as usual. But in the 40th minute of the match, they actually do nearly got an opportunity here with Alho, and basically it comes to nothing. But then coming all the way up to half time, Paco Alcacer on the ball, gets a shot away, and he pops it into the top corner from the edge of the box to score his first goal in the league for us, which is pretty good for him. Scored his second goal for the club in 2 games, which is pretty decent as well. So his goal scoring record's already got off to a good start, and that's always good to see with, well, when you get a new striker in. Considering he's only rated like 78, but he's like 23 years old, he could potentially be a next big thing for me, especially if I do stay at Atletico Madrid like longer than 1 season. But in the 57th minute of the match, Kyle Walker gets down the right hand side, cuts it back with a really nice ball to Alcacer, who pops in the back of the net to give us a 2-0 lead, and for him to score his second goal of the game, which is just ridiculously good for him. And in the 65th minute of the match, our Churchy on the ball plays it into Paco Alcacer, and he actually gets an opportunity and pops in the back of the net to score my first hat-trick with Atletico Madrid, and his first hat-trick in his first game for us, which is just, well, his first like league game for us, which is just ridiculous considering, you know, didn't score a hat-trick beforehand. Zizniak's not been that good for me well, at the current moment. He's been pretty decent since the season started, but he's not really done that much since then. But apart from that, bringing in a new striker and getting him to score a hat-trick in your first game is probably pretty decent. But to be honest, I don't know if I'll even play him that much, because I don't really score that many goals with my strikers anyway. I'll experiment with him, to be honest. That's really about it. But as you see there, 9 shots, 6 on target, 3-0 the final win. Paco Alcacer gets a man of the match. Match day 20, we end up winning 3-0. Barcelona and Real Madrid still won, and we're now still 11 points behind Barcelona. Great. So if you have enjoyed this video, subscribe to my channel for more, and catch you later.